We are coming up on the 7 a.m. candle, and this is what we're looking at. Finally, the market's kind of moved down, put us back into play. Uh, I was out on vacation last week, took a nap, you know, did some things, and we're back at it. We're back on the charts, and this morning we're getting a good little sell off. So, this position on our short side is currently 30 pips in the money. Our goal is to get down into the 40 pips. Then I'm going to put a trailing stop on this guy, see if we can't get some continuation. But I'm going to trim these positions based off that 30 pip target. So, this position up here will be 165. Actually, we're going to be 167 out of the money on him. So we'll trim him 100%, and then we'll get down into this position and put a little trim on this guy, who will be about 147. I already had that mapped out. So 147. So we'll trim, get rid of this guy 100%, and then take off 387 units of this 8,000 unit position. Put a trailing stop on this, see if we can get some pips beyond that. And if we do, winner, winner, chicken dinner. And then when it comes back and hits that stop, then I'm going to do like a little mini scalp on the back side of this thing. See if we can't get a little bit more action out of it. So we'll see if it happens and we'll go from there. All right, this guy, he's kind of coming into play. So we're about 4 pips away from our 40 pip target. So just to recap, we're going to close out this entire position, and we're going to close out 387 units of this position. And I'm going to put a trailing stop on this one, hoping for maybe a little bit of continuation on the way down. And then we'll balance our hedge as it comes back into our stop order. So looks like we might have a chance. We're getting close. This red box right here, the bottom of it would be our 40 pip target. And this green line right here puts us at 30 pip. I'm going to trim this based off 30 pips. That way, if it comes right back and hits it, I don't under or over trim. But if it continues on, then make a little extra money. So what I'm looking for, as soon as we see this hit 40 pips, right now it's 36.9, 36.8. That's when we're going to go ahead and start trimming this bad boy up here. And then we'll activate our trailing stop. All right, I'm just going to get this up here and ready. This will be an entire close, so not check marking the partial close box on this one. This would be a full close if we get there. All right, there's 39. I mean, we're getting close. 39.2. So I'm going to close, there's 40 right there. So we're going to close that. And then we're going to partially close 387 right here. And then we're going to activate a trailing stop right here. So how you do that is click on the word stop right there, type in trailing stop, and I'm going to put this at 10 pips from the market. So now the idea would be to get some continuation and grab whatever amount of pips we possibly can on that. So we've got our trim here, and now we have a trailing stop that's working. You can see it just moved again. So that's now working in our favor. And then if it reels back and hits that trailing stop, then I'm going to do a little mini scalp on the pullback. So if we get to that point, which hopefully we do, we'll see how that works out. So we've had a little bit of movement down. Just wanted to show you this, that our stop is now set at 36473. Our 30 pip take profit was at 36497. So we've actually picked up what, 2.4 pips on the continuation. So we're now just kind of whittling away on our drawdown by allowing this trailing stop to work. If it comes back and hits it now, we had a little bit of continuation, a couple of pips, which is great. If it continues on and the momentum continues to push this down, maybe we'll get a few more out of it. This is sneaking back up. We're about a pip and a half away from hitting this trailing stop. So if that happens, What my plan is to buy 4,887 units. And I'm going to put a 10 pip profit on that. And then I'm going to set up a bracket order on my sell side with a 10 pip limit and a 30 pip stop. So if I'm right, we'll balance the hedge with 3,926 units. If we're wrong, we'll balance the hedge with 8,813 units. What we're trying to do is catch a little mini scalp here on this pullback. All right, we're about 7 pips away from this trailing stop, and we have picked up about 3.4 pips on this trailing stop. So that green bar was 497. That's where we worked the trim, and now we're at 463. So yeah, we've had a little bit of movement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually set up at that 463 a buy stop. So at 36463, which is the same as where my stop would be, I'm going to buy 4887. Oh, just happened right there. So we're going to buy 48. So now we're in the market. We're going to put a 10 pip take profit on that. So now what we're hoping is that this moves up and we get a 10 pip take profit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a 10 pip sell limit right here. And this is going to be for 3926 at 36520. That's the same number as this take profit right here. And we're going to put a sell limit right there. Now, that's if we're right. It will go up, take a take profit, then it will execute this sell limit, balance the hedge. We had a little mini scalp on the back end of this. And if we're wrong, we're going to do a sell stop order for 8813. That would balance the hedge if we're wrong on this little scalper, and that's going to be 30 pips below. So let's see, 36220. So that's like a bracket order right now. If it goes up and hits this, we balance, we'll cancel this one. If it goes down, then we'll protect this little hedge right here. One thing, I think I just was looking at this, and this sell stop is actually in the wrong position. I based that 30 pips off this take profit. It should be 30 pips off the position price, which is 420. So I'm going to change that from 220 to 120. That would be 30 pips below that position. Modify that. I want to have a good 30 pip breathing room. This little scalper here is now like 1 pip in the money. We're kind of hoping for like a little rebound right there. If we catch that, winner, chicken dinner. We're getting a little rebound here. We're about 6 pips in the money. So ideally, this little guy sneaks up, hits this take profit, executes this sell limit order. We're balanced. We made a little bit of money on the pullback, and then we'll cancel this sell stop order. So, isn't this exciting? It's just fun as fun can be right here. There's 9 pips, 9.2. Is it going to hang in there? And those should execute simultaneously because both of them are actually a sell order. So even though the pip spread is 2, because we're selling this, which is how you close a long position, and we're selling this to open a new short position, they should execute simultaneously if we hit that 10 pip mark. Oop, 9.4, 9.3. Is this going to be the one? Come on, baby, give us another half pip. There it is. Okay, so you guys saw that. It sold this, cleared it out, and instantly executed this short position. We no longer need this sell stop order, so we're going to cancel that order. Now we need to reset and figure out where we are on our calculator. Make sure we have all of our numbers correct. So these are all of our positions. This 425 position is now gone, and we have a 7613 position up at the top. And this is gone right here. And then on the bottom, we've got a 3926 and still the 3687. So that balanced our hedge. Now we're balanced, we're closed, we trimmed, we got some units back, and we had a little continuation with our trailing stop of, I think it was like 3 or 3.5 pips. And then we got a 10 pip clean trade, a scalp on the way back up, picked up 10 pips there, closed that, balanced our hedge. Now, when it's all said and done, this little box is in the wrong place. This is now our new setup box. I'm going to move this down. That position is held at 520. So let's set this to 36520. So now that top bar of the box is at the exact same spot as the position. And we'll close that down. Market's above it. So, we got a nice rebound, made a clean 10 pip trade, had a couple pips on the trailing stop. Oh no, pretty successful trade. All right, it is that time again. Time to dive in to the comment section. Let's see what we got cooking here. First comment, what's happened, Chad? We want to see you back. Oh man, that's nice. To be honest, I went on a little vacation and I took a nap. 10 out of 10 if you have not ever taken a nap. 10 out of 10. One person wrote, how can I hedge US 100 and US 500 since US 100 moves faster than US 500 in same direction? How do I calculate the right lot size to use if I'm going to long US 100 and short US 500? I have no idea. First of all, I don't trade the US 100 or the US 500 or actually anything besides the CAD these days. So I don't know how fast they move. I don't even know what the value of a unit size or a lot size would be in any of those charts, but I am sure there's some geniuses out there in this world that can tell you what the value is of those. And then I don't know why you would long the US 100 and short the US 500. I don't know why you would do that. But good luck, man. Kill it. Oh, this is a good one. Hello, and thanks for all the effort. May I ask, have you ever burned an account with this strategy? And if yes, what was the scenario? I have not. I'm pretty studious about managing my margin, keep a pretty close eye on that. And so I have not ever blown or burnt an account using this strategy. This is a good one right here. You have earlier stated this is not a grid strategy, not in capitals, because that is 100% true. This is not a grid strategy. I suspect you have tried running this strategy on a grid. Would you mind sharing what didn't work running this strategy in a grid? And if you tried that, of course. Thank you for sharing your experience here on YouTube for free. You are welcome. And you know what? You're probably getting what you paid for. But as far as grid strategy, you can kind of run this in a grid. And I'm not saying you can't. But if you do run it in a grid, what you do is you take out the human choice of finding different opportunities. And this is why I don't grid it. The hedge does become somewhat of a grid. I mean, this is a fixed position. It is what it is. This is where I'm looking for my profit, just like in the trade we covered today. But I have currently 4,887 units on the sidelines. Those are 100% free to trade at will in any spot. So if you had an opportunity, like, I don't know, right here, the market goes up, looks overextended, it's at the top, and you wanted to trade that, that's not a good trade. You're saying, hey, this is oversold. You get a pullback. You could have said, I'm going to go long here, or it shelves out and it's going to sell off. Do some chart reading, support resistance levels, scalping. I mean, bull flags, bear flags, whatever you're into. That would not be grid trading. That would be an opportunity to make a best trade based off your analysis of the market. It's the units on the side that I really like to have the flexibility of trading those in any fashion I want. So hopefully that helps. One guy wrote, "Do you have a specific strategy or technique for trading the news?" And I don't. I'm not really a news guy. I don't watch or read a ton of news. I often try to avoid candles where news is just rolling out. I'll just leave my hedge in place and let it do what it's going to do, and then work it when it's a little bit more, I would say, predictable, if you will. One guy wrote, "Have you tried trading this strategy on a 1 minute time frame?" I think you could, man. It would be so noisy though. Let's even just look at that. Let's change this down to a 1 minute time frame. I mean, at a 1 minute time frame, you have so many, it's just a lot. There's a lot of little teeny candles that aren't really moving. I mean, that's not even the whole day. So for me, I think it would be really difficult to trade this on a 1 minute candle because it just, I mean, if you look this back at a 4 hour candle, I mean, it just seems like to me it takes the noise out but gives you true feel of the market. But teach their own. You could trade it on any time frame you want. You just might get chopped up a lot more. Okay, and let's see. For the last comment, really enjoy the videos. Some great tips. Thank you. Appreciate that. I do have to ask, are you a profitable trader? You seem to always be in drawdown, but I suspect that doesn't showcase the wins you lock in. Um, yes, I am a profitable trader, but I love being in drawdown. Because if I'm in drawdown, that means I'm working the hedge.